Howdy folks, welcome to the shop. Hey, we're making the BA Stinger and Wild Bill. Wild Bill is two different colors. The top is a dark chartreuse with gold, red, blue, black flake. The belly is a lighter chartreuse and only has silver flake in it. Yeah, that's what makes it wild. It's two chartreuses used together, but the glitter's different in them and the darkness, the tone is different in them. Okay, gives it an unusual looking look. Fish like it. Fish is a little tough right now. We've been having storms. Storm last night. I fished today. Made this video. It's been raining off and on for like 5 or 6 days now. Calling for rain this week. We're in an unusual period. Fish are acting a little different. But hey, we still come through and caught some. Let's get this cooked up. Alright guys, we're going to shoot these molds. I got them at 335. And I ran them a little hot. I should have them at 330, but I ran a little hotter for the simple reason that everything's cold. Molds are cold, guns cold. It's like 74 today, and it's cloudy. Looks like rain. That's how it was this morning in the video. Like I said, tomorrow the sun's supposed to be out. It's supposed to be partly cloudy tomorrow. And oh shoot, never mind. This other mold here is the prey bait. Yeah, I was going to shoot it just to see what it looked like in that color. I do that sometimes, guys. I just shoot a color just to see what it's going to look like. I think it's going to be alright. Pulling down a little bit. Alright. Just to see what it's going to look like. And go from there. I'm going to make another video with the prey bait. Just right now they're under docks. Crappie is still using docks. That's the prey bait for anybody who hasn't seen it. Alright, I got it in quite a few colors. And I can tell you, I was on a dock the other day, and there was a bunch of crappie on it. It was yesterday. And they weren't paying attention to me. And I had a prey bait rigged up on one of my rods. I just left it on there. I pitched it under there, let it sink a little bit, and started it on the back. They all rolled up. 5 or 6 of them, I rolled up behind. It was like 15 crappie there. Half the school rolled up and chased it a little ways, turned my back. I went, wow, because I didn't pay any attention to the bait I was throwing. So, hey. So when they get away from these docks to where I can really get to them, get out in open water, we're going to work on them with that prey bait. Alright guys, this is the blending block. Now you can see that's darker on this side, it's lighter on this side. Now looking back at the camera sometimes, it doesn't do it justice. You see here? There you go. So that's right darker, and it's got all them different glitters in it. So it gives a little bit of different look. I don't know if anybody else out there makes a two-color chartreuse bait. I just had the idea one night. I was thinking, what is different? What is different and that nobody else makes, that you know of anything else makes? And that's what came to my mind. I made some, caught fish with them. I said, excellent on a cloudy day when the water stains. You can't beat chartreuse, right? Crappie candy. Chartreuse is. All right. Bam. Now you can see it there, can't you? When I pull them out of there, aren't they pretty? That little tail. Look how easy that little tail moves. It moves easy, doesn't it? See? Now you can tell the belly's lighter. And you see the colored flake in the back. You can see it in the stem there. The stem's probably the easiest way to see it. But yeah, that's a pretty bait. Okay? Alright guys. Y'all know what the routine is. I say this at the beginning of the video. I usually try to say it in the outro. Sometimes it gets past me. Okay? And leave your number 1 through 400. On Wednesday night, we'll do a random number draw. And we'll come back and see who won. And with me, y'all go down through there. And whatever number it gives us, we'll go down through there and see who got the closest to the number and didn't go over. Okay? Then I'll comment to you and say, send me your address. Alright? I was saying if you bought from me within the last 2 or 3 months, I could find your name. But go ahead and send me your address, because sometimes y'all might move. That's happened to me, so now I'm doing it a little different. Go ahead and send me your address, and I'll mail it to you. Come back on Thursday, please, and look if you leave a number. That way you can contact me sometime Thursday or Thursday night and say, hey, I'm Pete Smith, I won. Here's my address. And I can mail that to you on Friday, guys. I like to get them out of here on Friday, and we start a new week on Sunday, right? Alright guys, can't say enough. Caught a couple good fish. Y'all watched the video. I had 2 that were good ones. I had one that was probably, going back now in my memory from this morning. I had a couple that was over 11 inches. One that was probably pushing 12. And caught a bunch of babies. I didn't put all the babies in the video. I put some of them in there. If I was talking about something that I thought was interesting, I left it in there when I edit it. That's what I do. If it's an 8 or 9 incher. Because sometimes I say stuff and I'm like, oh, that kind of adds to the story, because I'm telling the story as I'm fishing this bait. I'm going out fishing this bait, telling you what I'm doing, jumping docks, thumbing under docks. I'm telling you about how the fishing is good, it's bad, it's a tough day. So I'm telling the story, and sometimes part of the story is in one of those small fish. That's right. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the catching after this. This color is on the site. Okay? The wild bill, the curly bill. The curly bill and the cricket, somebody comment there, it's going to be a good color. It's already on the site, guys. All the 4 new cricket colors and dual colors are on the site. The prey baits are on the site in 8 colors, okay? There's Buster, Wally. Alright, they're all on the site. I think I showed you this one, Blue Moon. These are seconds I have laying here, guys. They have something wrong with them. Like, see, that's got a notch at its head. I give them away to local people. I fish them. If you're going to cut the head off a little bit anyway, you put it on a jig. If we had a jig, that little notch ain't going to make any difference anyway. But I'm not going to sell them to y'all like that. Okay? They're already on the site. People are already using them, getting great comments back about the prey baits. Some of y'all guys are getting them, going like, wow, they're beautiful. Okay? Somebody asked me about them the other day, and I sent them a picture. Somebody I know. Anyway, oh, it was my brother. I had to think about that. I saw him Sunday, and I was telling him about him. I sent him a picture on the phone, and he said, wow, they're beautiful. They are. They're very good-looking baits. And guys, they'll catch white bass. If you're fishing for white bass, a lot of y'all fish for white bass, sand bass, whatever you want to call them, they're excellent for that. They'll be excellent for walleye. There's a lot of different species of fish size crappie that prey bait would be great for. Appreciate y'all guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave your number at the end. Leave a comment. See ya. Bam. Alright, I thought I had him close enough, guys, but he got up under the boat on me. There he is. Bam. Oh, that's a good one. Let's go home. We'll just quit right now. Go home. Wow. Guys, y'all can see it's cloudy. The water's dirty. I fished yesterday. Wow, that's a good fish. I was wondering. That's why I was having trouble controlling him, wasn't I? He was up under the boat and everything else. I'm gonna take a picture of him, guys. All right, guys, I'm getting back in. Took a picture of him real fast as I could. I don't like keeping him out of the water. If I'm gonna keep him and eat him, it doesn't matter, right? But if you're not gonna eat him, like I say, all the game biologists I've listened to and talked to and listened to on other people's programs and talk about it, when that fish is out of the water, it's just like us being choked. Right? Alright guys, that's a wild bill color and the BA Stinger. Get out of the way here. These this being almost October, guys, fish is still not real aggressive. He's about 9.5. Alright guys, took me about 6 or 8 more casts. Like I say, I have fished 2 days in a row and caught fish both days. Caught some good ones yesterday. But you know, y'all know what if you fish your lake a lot, you know when it's off, don't you? You're going like, ah. The other day, about 2 weeks ago, he's about 9. He's probably right at 10. I don't know if he'd make 10 or not. He's pretty close. About 2 weeks ago, I went out and fished for under 2 hours, and I caught over 20. Yeah, and I mean some good ones. And caught them almost all off of one dock. They had a bunch on it. And that's how it usually is. Usually here I can go out and catch 30 or 40 in, you know, a trip. Now I go fishing, guys. I don't fish all day. I live on the lake. I'm not far from my home right now. I live on that side of the lake. Okay? The underwater bridge y'all see me fish is down on that side of the lake on the road. So as a crow flies this way, I'm only probably 3 miles from my house. So when I go fishing, I don't go fishing at 7 in the morning and fish to 4 or 5, 3 o'clock in the evening. Now I do that sometimes when I go to Curry Lake, like if I meet with Sam and stuff up there, we'll meet like 7 in the morning and we'll fish to 2, 3 o'clock sometimes, hey, whatever. Sometimes lunchtime, depends how the weather goes, how many fish we catch. But most time it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in that area or after before we get off. We travel a good ways. I used to travel a good ways when I lived in Stanton. And yeah, I'd leave in the mornings at 5:30, 6 o'clock. And head to the lake, get to the lake. The lake was an hour and a half, hour, 45 minutes away. And I'd fish till I got tired and ready to come home. Most time it was 3, 4, 5 o'clock. But when you live on the lake, you don't need to do that. When it only takes, when I was only 5 minutes from the boat ramp, I put in a different, I didn't put in our subdivision there, I put in at Holly Grove Marina. So it's about 5 minutes from me. All right? So, or less. So I come out and put in there. I'm going to fish. Usually I fish 3 or 4 hours. I go back in. That's right. That's what's that? 3 on this bait? Let's see if we can catch a few more on it. Chartreuse ought to be the perfect color today. The visibility in the water is about 1.5 feet to 2 foot. It's varying on this lake. Depends if we move just a little bit because they're dumping water out of the lake above us. And like I said, we had Debbie come through. Plus we had rain 4 days last week. And guess what, guys? Y'all can see it's cloudy. Yeah, they're calling for rain 4 days this week. So water might be a little nastier after this week. But when you got nasty water, something with chartreuse in it's hard to beat. Buster worked great yesterday. I was using Buster. Blue Mist would be good in my baits. Blue Mist color. Dreamer. Of course, Blue Moon. It's great when you got little stains in the water. A lot of colors and brightness to it, guys. It's going to help you some, okay? All right, guys. I finally left that dock. 2 reasons. One, it got to where I was doing a lot of casting, wasn't doing no catching. They would just follow me when I could see them once in a while. You can see my depth finder still screwed up. And number 2, a boat came out there with a kid on a tube and started doing circles right out in front of me. He's a baby too. He's about 8.5, 8 3/4. Wild Bill. I'm glad we caught one good one anyway. Oh, I've got to tell y'all, this is Port Catch. And so at least we caught one good one in the Port Catch. Like I said, this time of year, it's a lot of small fish kicking around, and the bigger fish are there. I can see them once in a while. But my depth ain't helped me today, is it? See how it's going up? And it doesn't matter, guys, if it what distance I put it on. See, watch the bottom. Watch this corner. It's pointing out through here, guys. Bottom ain't going up. It's 70 feet to that bank. I called somebody asked me, made a comment on the video about it by flipping it. I done did that. I done went to that, and I showed you. I got a video coming up. You've probably done seen it by now, okay? I think it's going to be Wednesday's video. You're going to see where I showed y'all how to flip it. And I done that. It made it worse. It went straight up and down when I flipped it and stayed there. Yeah. But I called my local Garmin man that I bought the transducer from. He's about 40 minutes from me. And I've got to know him really good. He's a good guy. And I called and talked to him, and I said, hey, here's what my depth finder's doing. He said, yep, you and a bunch of other people. I said, really? He said, yeah, there's something went sour with the one of the last download or something. He said, and they're making a fix. And you should have it by Friday. So, okay. You know, last time this happened, I had to buy a transducer to get it corrected. But he said he did not think it was in my transducer this time because a bunch of people's having the same problem. Now, guys, they ain't getting any bigger. Look like some bigger ones back there. Well, that's all right. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to move to another dock. Seems like anything aggressive here is the small ones. This bait, guys, I'm going to mention one thing. This bait fish is small for its size. If you look at the body shape of it, there's the body. Yeah. And see, the tail's half of it. It's 1 3/4 inch, but it does not look like 1 3/4 inch bait. It looks like, to me, it looks more like a 1.5 inch bait. But the fish is smaller for its size, so it's a good bait. It don't have this bigger body as the LC shad, does it? But it's a good little bait. A lot of people commenting about it, how they're buying it, that are liking it. You can see it catches fish, handles good. That's a size 6 hook I got it on. Yeah, you can put it on a 4, but I've been using a 6, and I just think a 6 comes out of the body better. I don't like a hook coming out close to the tail. Now, a lot of people do that, and they catch fish on it, and it works for them. That's fine. You know, it's just old picky me. I want it to look good, too. I want it to look good to me, too. So I don't like it coming out back that far. And on this bait, it wouldn't hurt it because it's got a real skinny tail. On some baits, if you get that hook too close to the tail, I think it might slow down your tail action, too. You know, but on this bait, it doesn't make a whole lot of difference. I have used a 4 and caught fish with a 4. Definitely you're not going to use a 2, that's for sure. The whole bait would go up on the shank. Get off post. So you're going to go. Man, guys, I moved. First cast. First cast. And again, that's why you move. After you catch a few out of the school, this time of year, once summer starts, spring, I've been on docks in spring, catch quite a few off a dock. A friend of mine one time we caught 30, I think, one time off of one dock, and that was before live scope. Before we ever had live scope. Again, he's not any bigger though. Well, the big ones don't want to eat this morning. Now, we had thunderstorms last night. He's probably about 8.5. We had thunderstorms last night. That might not have helped any. This one thinks he's bigger. You giving up now? Now he finally gave up. He hit it and took off like he was a monster. I can see a couple decent ones there when my last scope. See, he's acting right now. That's how it does, guys. He's right at 9. He's 9 and 1/16. It acts right sometimes. Now it's starting to rock. Then it'll start that rocking motion, and the bottom will go. Yeah, you can see some fish right there. But sometimes, guys, a lot of times when the fishing's tough like it is this morning, I'm catching some fish. I'm having trouble finding big fish. Oh, I gotta get under the dock. There's 2 issues that I've dealt with today. There's 2 things I've dealt with today. One, the first lock I was on, a boat come by pulling a tube and went out there and started doing donuts and circles with the kid. I heard the kid, yeah. I was going like, dude, why out in front of me? Well, I had to keep fighting. I had to keep on turning my boat around, facing it, pushing me around. You know how that is. So finally, I came down to this next dock where I just left up there. Here he come down. He was way up there. Last time I seen him, I wasn't there 10 minutes. Here he come down, started doing the same thing out in front of me. He's like, there's a fisherman. This is where we want to do the donuts and the figure 8s in our boat right here. And I'm like, dude, why? Look at the whole lake here. Why? See, they're down there now. And I'm like, you know, why out in front of me? Go down there and do it when nobody's around up there. How many of y'all deal with that and just shake your head and like, why? You know, if I see a fisherman, I slow down, I get out away from them because we're fishermen, right? So we respect other fishermen. Now, if it's on Poplar Creek, it's very narrow. I just go to one side and keep going. I don't want somebody to plow past me. I said this before, haven't I? I don't want somebody to go like this and just plow past me. Go on. Come on past me. If you're in a creek and it's not very wide, come on. Open her up. Come on by me all you got. You make less wake. I'd assume for you come on, go by and be over with, right? Some of these pleasure boats will plow and do like 20 mile an hour, 25, slow down. They don't know it or they don't think about it. They're making it worse. Bam. A little bit bigger one. Gotcha. A little bit bigger one. Watch where I like to watch why I set this net down. I always sit down right in the middle. I sit down there sometimes and I'd have a wet butt, wouldn't I? And it smell like crappie too, wouldn't it? Oh, that didn't sound good, did it? Didn't no joke there, guys. See, I like to get him by that lip. That way I can hold him here. Did I just break his tail? I think I just pulled on his tail and broke it. I did. I pulled on his tail, I think, when I was trying to get the hook out. There you go. It's a little skinny tail, but it moves really good. That's a good fish, guys. He's over 11. Bam. We're going to come up with another bait. Well, one bait down. That's been pretty good. Oh, yeah. Jump like a bass. What do y'all think of that? Hope I got that in camera. He come out of the water a good 8-10 inches maybe. I don't know. Good little ways when he jumped there. You part bass. All right, come here. There you go. Open your mouth. I'm gonna grab you behind your gills. Don't like doing that. You know, I've said that a couple times in videos, and nobody's ever commented back about it. Y'all comment to me and say what you think sometimes. Well, I like those comments. People squeezing my hair like that. I see a lot of people doing that, and I do it when I have to. But their gills is right there. You're squeezing their gills. You're squeezing their lungs. He's a little bit over 10. He's probably 10 and 3/16. That's why I don't like squeezing him there. That'd be a good question for a biologist right there. When Brad has some biologists on. So he's going to have him on again. Does he think it hurts him squeezing them by the gills plates to hold them? If I see guys, that's the only way they grab them. I'm thinking the whole time, their gills are right there. Would it hurt them? Would it make them bleed? They're pretty easy to make those gills bleed, isn't it? So, I don't know. Y'all let me know. What do you think? Bam. We finally catch a decent one. I expect to catch small fish on this lake, guys. We have some good fish. Y'all see me catch 2-pounders, but you don't go out here and catch a 2-pounder every trip. This ain't Grenada. I watched some of the guys fishing Grenada and stuff. Watched a couple this week. Wow. You know, and when you look behind those guys, I was talking about the creeks here and the traffic. When you look out behind them far as you can see, y'all see how my boat's bouncing? That's some traffic. My boat that went down a little bit ago, and he was out a good little ways. It ain't very wide right here. It's probably 350, 400 yards to the other side. I know the live scope will fool you. And this is the main channel. I'm on the main channel. You go into the creeks, some places in the creeks, it's not wide at all. Some places you got to slow down to meet boats. That's a nice fish, guys. He's probably 11 and a half. Nothing wrong with him. Bam. All right, guys, like I told y'all, this is a pour to catch. Y'all know what to do. Leave your number 1 through 400. And make sure you're subscribed. If that box is black, you're not subscribed. Hit it again. All right? My numbers go up and down. The other day I was at 2,900. And I went, oh, yeah, we're gonna break 3,000 here shortly. I looked the next day, it was 88. Yeah. So I mean, it goes up and down. Because they delete people that don't watch. People that subscribe, say, oh, I'll watch it. And they don't watch it in 6 months, they delete you. Okay? That's what they do. So, and sometimes they delete the wrong people. And I've had people tell me, Dennis, I got deleted twice last week. I know. I don't know how they do that. I don't know how they do it. I don't think a person does. I think a computer does it. So, you know how that is, right? So, hit the button. Leave your number. Wednesday night, y'all go along with me. We'll go down through there, and we'll see who wins. We're going to hit a random number draw, and this is going to pop a number up. And it's very random. And then we'll go see who won. And I'll comment to you that night and say, hey, you won. All right, email me your address. All right, email me your address, and I'll mail it to you on Friday. If you get that to me on Thursday, on Friday, I'll mail that to you, okay? That's how it works. And I'll send you some of these baits, then I'll send you a mixture stuff. You might get something that's not even on the site. All right, you might get something that I made last year. I made a lot of different colors, was playing with them. A lot of them was good, and I had to decide what colors to put on. I can't put every color I make on the site, guys. My son was telling me the other day, he said, Dad, you got a lot of colors on and a lot of baits on there. And we've been having the shipping problem. It's been popping up. So if any of y'all have a problem, let me know. It pops up and says on my site that one of the plugins ain't working right on the shipping. So we've been trying to figure it out. And so I told him this. I'm deleting the Stinger and Stinger Juniors as soon as they sell out. I'm going to go on and delete some of the colors now that I've sold out. That'll help us some. And I'm trying to get my numbers down. I got almost 400 items on that site, guys. So I'm deleting some of that stuff. The BA Stinger is taking the place of the Stinger. And we might come up with an 1.5-inch BA Stinger in the spring. And that'll cover it. And we got everything covered, guys. We got swim baits. We got 4 sizes in the swim baits, right? We've got a prey bait. It's a swim bait too, but it's made different. It looks like a real bait. We got grubs. We got different shad bodies. All right, we got crickets, which is bug imitators. All right, and bugs, a little bug. We got a little cricket and a big cricket. I call a little one a bug. So we got a lot of stuff for you to pick from. We got a little worm. Yeah, a little 1.5 worm. Y'all see me make a video with that. It catches fish. So you got a lot to choose from on there, guys, and a lot of colors. There's over 80 colors are combos. Some of them I call it a color. Some of them are combos. And I have fished and caught fish on every one of them through time. All right, and some of them have become certain favorite. I can tell you the ones that sell the most. There's about 10 colors that I keep on remaking. So there you go. Y'all know which ones they are. The chartreuse and the fathead shad has been hot. People have been buying it. It's been hot. It's because, again, we've had a lot of y'all have water that looks like this from Debbie. And they hadn't cleared up yet. And they're probably not going to clear if it keeps on raining, right? I said earlier, they're calling for rain this week. Bam, there you go. Appreciate everybody. Thank y'all so much. Hey, we'll see y'all Wednesday night.